Well, first of all, it is a Big Bang model. In other words, there is a Big Bang, but the Big Bang was not the beginning. Recent discoveries have taken the astronomical world by storm as the James Webb Space Telescope appears to have disproved the Big Bang. This very big telescope, night after night, studies the heavens, and it has found that the stars are moving apart. Join us as we take a deep dive into the origins of the universe itself. Astronomers have developed a standard model post-Big Bang to describe the formation of the first galaxies to ever be formed. This model was a textbook example of a done deal phenomenon. Before we get into the Big Bang, let's first talk a bit about how the James Webb Space Telescope is completely shaking things up in the astronomical world. This project was launched in 2021 with an important mission, to study the universe's first galaxies after the Big Bang. It immediately gained an immense amount of traction. Astronomy lovers across the world have been tuned into the telescope's updates. Here are a few of its features that have recently been making headlines. Don't take our word for it, it's already made some mind-blowing discoveries. The James Webb Space Telescope is giving us a front-row seat to the formation of the first galaxies. First up, we have GN Z11, which is located about 13.4 billion light-years away. It is the most distant galaxy ever observed. And that's not all, the telescope has also spotted several galaxies with active black holes at their centers. Discoveries like this help us learn more about how black holes form and impact their surroundings. But wait, there's more. The James Webb Space Telescope has even given us a peek at a galaxy called MAX 1149, JD1, which is the most distant galaxy ever observed with a confirmed redshift. Translation? It's far away and helps us understand the early universe even better. This is a groundbreaking discovery as it shattered the limits humans thought existed. Amidst all of this, let's not forget about our own solar system. The telescope has already spotted some of our favorite planets, like Jupiter and Neptune, and given us new insights into their atmospheres and compositions. Another jaw-dropping feature is the telescope's powerful cameras. They are so sensitive that they can pick up faint light from galaxies that formed just 200 million years after the Big Bang. To put that into perspective, that's like being able to see a firefly in Tokyo all the way from New York City. That's some serious technology right there. These cameras played a major role in the Big Bang discoveries that came later on. Speaking of galaxies, the James Webb Space Telescope has already found some weird ones. Take, for example, a galaxy named Cosmos Aztec 1. This bad boy is so bright that it's nicknamed the Monster Galaxy. It's forming new stars at a rate of 1,000 per year. That's like a cosmic fireworks show. But wait, it gets even crazier. Did you know that it can help us understand the origins of life on Earth? By studying the composition of planets in our own solar system and beyond, we can learn more about the building blocks of life and how they came to be. Curious to know more about the Big Bang Theory? Well, get ready for a wild ride because we're about to explore the origins of the universe. As of today, the Big Bang Theory is the most widely accepted scientific explanation for how the universe began. According to this theory, the universe started as a tiny, incredibly hot, and dense point. Then, around 13.8 billion years ago, this point began to expand rapidly, causing an explosion that we now call the Big Bang. Can you imagine being around to witness that explosion? Talk about a fireworks show. Anyway, as the universe expanded, it started to cool down, and after about 38,000 years, atoms started to form. Eventually, galaxies and stars formed, causing radiation. This radiation is more commonly known to us as the cosmic microwave background, and it's one of the strongest pieces of evidence in support of the Big Bang Theory. Other predictions of the theory include nucleosynthesis and the universe's expansion. To be honest, this theory certainly isn't the answer to everything, like the accelerating expansion of the universe. However, due to the available data, it remains the most widely accepted scientific explanation for how our universe began. Now that you've reached this point, you're probably wondering why there's so much buzz surrounding the Big Bang Theory. And no, I'm not referring to the television program, I'm referring to this theory that explains how the universe came into being. So, without further ado, let's look at some of the reasons the Big Bang Theory is significant. First, it explains how the universe was created. Consider it, nothing existed before the Big Bang, nothing but a vast, empty space. But because of this hypothesis, we now have a clearer understanding of how things began and how we got to this point. A cosmic, once upon a time, vibe is also present. The traditional fairy tale prologue goes, once upon a time in a galaxy far, far away. The Big Bang theory is essentially that, the universe's story is just getting started. In fact, it even gives us a glimpse into the future. That's right, the Big Bang theory doesn't just tell us about the past, it also helps us predict what's going to happen in the future. And let me tell you, the future looks pretty bright, especially if you're a fan of explosions. Not going to lie, it is the ultimate mic drop moment. I mean, imagine being the person who came up with this theory. You're just sitting there, minding your own business, and suddenly you're like, oh hey, I think I know how the universe was created. And then you drop that bombshell on the world, mic drop. Although, it kind of is like a big nerdy puzzle. Have you ever tried to figure out a jigsaw puzzle? It's like that, but on a cosmic scale. Scientists are still trying to piece together all the clues and figure out how everything fits together. And let me tell you, some of those puzzle pieces are seriously weird. Mostly, the theory makes us feel small. And I don't mean small in a bad way. I mean small in a, wow, the universe is so big and we're just a tiny little speck in it, kind of way. It's humbling, really, truly makes one realize how small human problems are. Undeniably, it is proof that science is awesome. I mean, come on, the fact that we can even come up with a theory like this is mind-blowing. It just goes to show how much we can accomplish when we put our minds to it. Overall, the theory operates like a giant science experiment. The universe is the ultimate lab, right? And the Big Bang theory is comparable to the theory that researchers are attempting to validate. It seems like we are all just scientists exploring the cosmos with our beakers and test tubes, trying to understand how everything functions. If you're an optimist, you might even say that it gives us cause to celebrate. Come on, really, it is certainly worthwhile to commemorate the universe's creation. Additionally, you can expect cake. The story never ends. To put it briefly, because the universe is constantly growing and changing, there is always something new to discover. This is why the Big Bang theory is so significant. Even though it occurred billions of years ago, it wasn't just a singular incident. All of us are involved in the ongoing narrative, and who can predict what kind of wild detours the plot will take next? But before we get into the specifics of the Big Bang incident, it's important to take into account the role of NASA and its staff, who have consistently been at the forefront of these discoveries. If NASA were a person, they would be like that one cool uncle who surprises you with extravagant gifts from another world on your birthday. To use a straightforward analogy, the coolest gift yet is the James Webb Space Telescope. The development of the James Webb Space Telescope was greatly aided by NASA. It was actually NASA's idea to construct a replacement for the Hubble Space Telescope, which has been providing us with stunning images of space for the past 30 years. NASA realized that the Hubble needed to be upgraded because it was getting older. And not just any upgrade, but a total reconstruction. The James Webb Space Telescope was instrumental in solving this problem, but getting there wasn't a simple journey. It is a significant achievement to construct a telescope that can observe the birth of the first galaxies after the Big Bang. The James Webb Space Telescope was built by NASA over a 20-year period, spending billions of dollars. However, as the saying goes, good things come to those who wait, and oh my, NASA delivered. NASA led the development of the James Webb Space Telescope in partnership with the European Space Agency, ESA, and the Canadian Space Agency, CSA. Together, these organizations built the most complex space observatory ever made. The James Webb Space Telescope has a 21-foot mirror made up of 18 hexagonal segments. The degree of its sensitivity is such that it can detect the heat signature of a bumblebee from the distance of the moon. That's insane. But let's not forget about the engineering marvel that is the sunshield. It's like a giant umbrella about the size of a tennis court, and it's made up of 5 layers of a special material that can withstand temperatures hotter than the sun. It operates as a giant cosmic sun hat. That's a lot of science that made this possible. NASA also worked with a ton of private companies to make the James Webb Space Telescope a reality. Companies like Northrop Grumman and Ball Aerospace contributed their expertise in aerospace engineering, which helped NASA make this telescope a reality. One could assuredly state that NASA has played a massive role in the formation of the James Webb Space Telescope. This is one big reason why scientists worldwide are excited about the future of space exploration. In conclusion, there has never been a better time to be an astronomy fan. Thanks to NASA and the James Webb Space Telescope, we now have a front row seat to the birth of the first galaxies in the universe and countless new discoveries. But the story doesn't end there. The Big Bang Theory is still evolving, and scientists are working hard to uncover its many mysteries. So, hold on tight and keep looking up. There's no telling what the next chapter will bring.